And we are back. Falcons Franchise. As you can see here, we have a breakout player. And it's Keandre Jones. He needs less than 250 total yards. Well, I have weekly rewards. Keandre Jones, he got it. He had a very good game. And it sucks that we lost. Now, Keandre Jones, I believe it's a linebacker. He is. He is 25. And I want to say he is starting in place of Dante Fowler Jr., who is currently on the IR. I don't see injury report here anywhere. Oh, there it is. I just missed it. We have Noah Gbenogany and Larry Mabry. They're going to be returning, luckily. We've been on a 5-game losing streak as of late. But we just got a new quarterback who played their first game against Jacksonville. Played pretty solid. The team didn't play very well, but I'd say quarterback Kirk Cousins did. Once again, we're going to wait on William Jackson and Melvin Gordon more than likely. Fabian Moreau, I doubt we bring back, and if we do, we're going to wait on him as well. Kirk Cousins, we're more than likely not bringing back. Although he does only want a 1-year deal, so it wouldn't be out of question. I would like to bring Jalen Hawkins back. I think he is good depth. Kyle Walker, once again, him as well, good depth. Keandre Jones, if he gets this dev story, I definitely want to bring him back. And Saquon Hampton, I'd also like to bring him back. So we're more or less trying to keep our same roster as we did last time. We have Myles Gaskin as their starting running back. That's interesting. In terms of offense, they are 9th in points per game. Total yards, they are 14th. Passing yards, they are 6th. Rushing yards, 29th. And turnovers, they are 6th. So, I'd say we ultimately probably want to stop, medium pass, if I had to say. They are 14th in points per game. They are 30th in total yards, 9th in pass yards, 32nd in rush yards. And takeaways, they are 6th. Sacks, they are 30th. So this is one where we want to, what? Is Melvin, I'm going to say run outside with Melvin Gordon. We are, like always, the best offense, or no, flip it around. The best defense and the worst offense. We just can't find an in-between. We have the pieces on offense. We just don't seem to have the coordinator, the quarterback. That's all we need. Once we establish a quarterback one, I reckon, we see who's in free agency this year. If there's a stud quarterback in free agency, we're going to take a swing at him. There's not many quarterbacks that I know of who would be on expiring contracts. This is 2023. So this would be the 2020 class because there is no 5th-year options in this Madden apparently. So we're going to watch this game. I originally did not plan on, but we do have the breakout, so it only feels right. So we're going to hop into here. I don't think we had anyone injured. I could have just, mistaken. kick is away. They're going to receive the ball first, and they're going to get it around the 8-yard line. They're going to look to return it, and they're going to start around the 27. Pretty good return on there.
Here we go. Here we go.
As we see Deshaun Watson heading out. He's having a very solid year. Nearly 2,000 yards, 12 touchdowns to 4 interceptions. As we have 2 superstars on the line with Grady Jarrett and Jalen Phillips. We have 2 on the outside with William Jackson and A.J. Terrell. And that pass is going to be complete up to the 32. A.J. Terrell was on the coverage. That is number 2. That is John Ross. Unknown what his career path has been so far. I'd assume maybe he's been with the Texans since, you know, when this rough start. As the Titans beat the Panthers 21-13, so if we can win this game, it would be huge. But we have struggled this whole season as Myles Gaskin carries the ball. He gets a gain of 1, I believe, and that brings up 4th and 2. And the punting unit's out there. Philadelphia defeats Dallas 28-25. Very close game from those 2 division rivals. And going to return the ball, but ultimately going to be at the 19-yard line, is George Claiborne, and that is where Kirk Cousins will lead this Falcons offense. So far this season, Kirk Cousins, 6 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. Now we are past the trade deadline now, so we are more than likely rocking with Kirk Cousins because we did make a trade for him. And, you know, I would like to get the most out of him. But he's going to go down with the sack. That is Charles Omenihu for the loss of 5. The main issue we've dealt with is turnovers and sacks. We've tried our best, and Calvin Ridley breaking a few tackles, taking it up to 24 for a gain of 10. That was going to bring up 3rd and 5. We tried to fix the O-line. You know, we brought in countless guys. We drafted Addison Nolan. He didn't cut it. He had 4 sacks, which led to him getting benched. And Calvin Ridley comes up with the catch up to the 33 for a gain of 9 and a 1st down. We tried to fix the O-line. We even got someone from the Vikings in the trade for Kirk Cousins. As we're going to quickly go see how well he's doing. I believe he is a guard. Ezra Cleveland. He is a 79 overall. But he does have a star dev. I'd say the only position we really need to fill now is right tackle. Morgan Moses is going to be gone. I don't know what we do. I don't know if we put Addison Nolan there. We do have Taylor Martinez who could slide in if we need him to. The options are practically endless, but we just can't seem to find the best option. 2nd and 6 now. It's going to be a handoff. I believe that's Steve Wesley. And Melvin Gordon carried the ball for 6. Steve Wesley carries the ball, and he's going to get a 1st down. As San Francisco defeats Tampa Bay 31-28. And that pass is complete to Kyle Pitts. He takes it across midfield to the 48. That just adds on to if we win this game, it will be huge. Really could help us in getting back into the division conversation. Because we are kind of just down there with the Saints at the moment. That pass is complete. And getting tripped up is number 14. That is Derek Gore getting 16 on the play. Derek Gore, the rookie, drafted him in the 2nd round. Kind of had a tandem. And that pass is going to be caught, but they're going to say he stepped out of bounds, which will result in illegal touching. That is on Calvin Ridley. And ultimately, that's just going to... I don't really get why they call a penalty on that. I would just say you should say he's out of bounds, because you don't lose yards for it. And going deep, he has his man. And Marquise Brown could not hold on. That pass is incomplete. Kirk Cousins put that ball in a good spot. And Marquise Brown could not hold on. It's now Kirk Cousins. And he's going to go down with a sack. And he's going to fumble the football. And he's going to go. Is he going to go all the way? He's runs out of stamina. And he's going to be down to 17. That's Charles Omenahu, maybe. Melvin Gordon managing to catch up to him at the 17-yard line. What looked like an amazing first drive for the Falcons now turns into a disaster. And that pass is complete up to the 8-yard line. That's number 14. That was a gain of 9. That's Paris Campbell. That was Bradley Roby on the coverage. Handoff. That is... I don't know what that name was. I couldn't see it. I think it was like Keys or something, but that was a loss of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5 now from the 11. Watson, he's throwing on the run and managing to catch it and hold on is Brandon Cooks, as almost instantly after catching it, Richie Grant, I believe, made contact with him. Amazing job to hold on to the ball there as the the Texans take a 7-0 lead after the costly mistake by Kirk Cousins. If you're Kirk Cousins in that situation, you just gotta try and throw it out of bounds towards a receiver so it wouldn't be grounding because you were still inside the pocket. And a great stop by the defense, the special teams there, making the Falcons start to 16. It's going to be a play action. And throwing on the run is Kirk Cousins. He completes that pass all the way up to the 40-yard line to Calvin Ridley. Cousins going to look to throw again. And he overthrows Kyle Pitts. That's going to bring up 2nd and 10. He had Kyle Pitts probably for enough for the first down or just short of it. But 2nd and 10, Cousins is going to look to check it down. And that's going to be complete up to the 43. That's enough for 3. Bring up 3rd down. That's Melvin Gordon. As the Bears beat the Packers, who I believe were like the best team record-wise coming into this week. And that pass is complete to Kyle Pitts, but going to be enough for a gain of 4, but that is not enough for the first down. And here's the first quarter stats for those of you who are curious. Ultimately, the Falcons have dominated stat-wise, but, well, offensively. But defensively, the Texans probably dominate, even though they have worse stats, just because of that big forced fumble. Probably put them. And that goes into the end zone for a touchback. I believe that might be the first touchback we've seen from Presley Harvin in watching games. The handoff, breaking a tackle. He's going to take it up to his 32. That's Myles Gaskin. He finds a hole there. 1st and 10 now from the 32. It's a handoff. Gaskin to the 43. That's going to be a gain for 10.5. Enough for first down. We looked at their stats. We saw they are a very pass-dominant team. And they're now starting to pound the rock a bit. Watson's going to look to throw now. Watson, he's going deep. He has his man. And that pass is incomplete. Intended for Brandon Cooks, but a great contact there. Drives the ball incomplete. And that brings up 2nd and 10 now. And it's going to be a handoff to Gaskin, I believe. And that's going to be up to the 42 for a loss of 1, they're going to say. It's going to bring up 3rd and 11. Watson, the quick throw. And it's going to be complete up to the 46. Across midfield. And that's enough for the first down. The linebacker, instead of going for the pass coverage, they went for the interception. And Paris Campbell just jumped in front at the perfect time to complete the pass. And there's false start now. That is, we're not going to see who. Okay. 1st and 15 now after the penalty. Watson, surveying, throwing. That pass is complete. That's up to the 39. They're across midfield again. That's Brandon Cooks. William Jackson on the coverage there. It was pretty good coverage, but I see why William Jackson did that. Brandon Cooks, very fast. So you do not want to cover in front of him because he could easily slip behind you and then have a wide open touchdown practically. 3rd and 1. It's going to be a handoff to Gaskin, and he's going to get it, and that's going to be enough for a first down up to the 35. Ultimately, great job by the defense on the run plays so far. There's been a few ones that broke big, but other than that, you know, they've stopped it pretty solidly. And wide open, that is Brandon Cooks. William Jackson now struggling. Maybe it's a good idea we haven't re-signed him yet. He doesn't seem to be playing very well. Maybe age is starting to catch up to him. Watching. That pass is complete. And that's Myles Gaskin for the touchdown. Wide open. And the Texans are all of a sudden starting to run away with this. As we're about to see the extra point attempt. Kick is up. And good. I'd assume. Yep. And the Texans lead this game 14-0. Sean Watson, very solid drive. Was 4 for 6. Receiving the ball around the 3.5, 4-yard line. And going to a stiff arm man and up to 21.
We played to win.
George Claiborne does not seem to be our return man guy that we wanted. We brought him in to be that. He done kind of had a solid campaign as a receiver. And here he is. He's on the roster. We did not plan on him to be the starting return guy. We planned on it being Cordero Patterson, but he retired on us on the last year of his deal, so. What the heck? What? Kyle Pitts, apparently? Like, what just happened? Kirk Cousins overthrows his man. Well, I don't really know what to explain there. I don't know what just happened. 2nd and 10. Throwing that ball away, and there is a penalty. This will more than likely be holding. I was going to say holding or intentional ground or roughing the passer. That's Chris Lindstrom. And they're going to elect to accept the penalty. Make it 2nd and 20 now. Make it harder because they're not even really in field goal range now. If they were even before. Melvin Gordon, he got stuffed. And that's bringing up 3rd and 21.
You better get in the weight room, son. I'm too strong out here.
If you're the Falcons, you might want to prioritize. Okay, so help me God, EA, if they run this football. Okay, thank God. I don't know if you just heard me. I just started like smacking stuff. Because I am so sick and tired of EA's play calling in this game. Great pump, by the way, by Presley Harvin. Why are we dumping it down on 3rd and 20? It makes no sense. First is random ass glitch where the ball's just rolling around until someone can pick it up. And that's where all of a sudden we get the ball. Like, what is going on? Fix your game, please. That pass is complete to whoever, up to the 19. Counts for first down. Sorry about that there, but there's just these random moments. Not random. Moments where I have to rant about how EA is just in this for the money. 1st and 10 now from the 19. That pass is complete. That is number 2. I want to say that's Paris Campbell, I believe. That's bringing up 2nd and 1. 55 seconds left. Texans took their... No, that was John Ross. Texans took a timeout. Watson, over middle. That's going to be complete. That is number 14. That is Paris Campbell. That's enough for a first down. The clock's running. Just over 30 seconds to go. Watson going to take the snap. Gonna look. He's gonna throw it deep. And that pass is complete. It's up to the 41. And timeout on the play, I'd assume by the Texans. The Texans now have to be very careful with what they call with 21 seconds left. Watson. Up to the 34. And they're going to take the field goal. They played that perfectly. That is Hayden Hurst, former Falcon. And the kick is no good, and all of a sudden the Falcons get the ball in great field position. Wide to the right. With 12 seconds left at the 41-yard line, the Falcons, they could get points out of this. Cousins. Who am I saying? This O-line is dog shit. What the fuck is happening, EA, bro? You don't do this to anyone else. How the hell is this O-line so bad week in, week out, when it's one of the best in the league? Cousins. Surveying. Third and 21, Hail Mary attempt. And that pass is incomplete, of course it is. And that's going to take us into the half. There's the first half stats for those of you who are curious. Not very good on our part anymore. At the same time, this game is not screwing us, but not making this game fun at all, really. And we see Carolina at Tennessee. Tennessee wins that game 21-13. Tannehill with 3 touchdown passes. Next, we had the Seattle and Cleveland. Cleveland wins that game 35-17. Mayfield with 2 touchdowns. Wilson with 2 touchdowns and a pair of interceptions. Lockett and Landry with receiving touchdowns. And last, definitely not least, San Francisco, Tampa Bay. San Francisco wins that game 31-28. Drew Lock, 4 touchdown passes. That's just unrealistic. Trey Lance, 4 touchdown passes, interception. Mike Evans with 2 receiving touchdowns. What I'm so confused is how in the world is Drew Lock having a successful career as a quarterback in this when we just signed him to a 1-year deal and he played like the worst. Well, we didn't really sign him. We traded for him. He played like the worst quarterback of all time. But I believe we do get ball to start the second half. Kirk Cousins quit celebrating with Deion Jones. You shouldn't celebrate. You've had a pretty solid game, honestly, but like, what are we supposed to do? We have to sign a mobile quarterback if we even want the slightest chance. Like, I doubt Lamar Jackson or a Jalen Hurts or someone falls to free agency. There's a little sack montage. This game. 1st and 10 now from the 22. Knowing EA, it's going to be a run play. Yeah, and it went nowhere. Loss of 1 on the play. Bringing up 2nd and 11. Knowing this is going to be like a 2-yard out route. Practically the same thing. Now it's 3rd and 4 from the 28. Knowing this is going to be a 2-yard out route. We see an audible here. No one in the backfield besides the quarterback. Cousins, he's going to go deep, and there's a penalty. That pass was incomplete, but what is the penalty? And it's roughing the passer. That's on Ross Blacklock. Got a bit greedy there. Tried to get an extra sack. And that's going to be enough for a 1st down due to the penalty. 1st and 10. Kirk Cousins. That's complete to Kyle Pitts up to the 48 for a gain of 5 2nd and 5 now. 48 is more than likely going to be a run play. That's going to go for maybe a yard. Third and 2. I believe that was 2 on the play, so much better. Third and 2 now. This is going to be a run play. Oh, it's not. Wow. Cousins. That pass is complete to Kyle Pitts. That's up to the 43.
Let's go. Let's do this.
First and 10 now from the 43. Probably going to be a 2-yard check down. Cousins. Looking. And down he goes for a loss of 15 practically. 2nd and 23. Whoever there is on the sack. The O-line's just not good. We might as well just cancel this whole O-line. Just send them all. Try and get as many picks as we can. And that pass is incomplete. Kirk Cousins overthrows his man once again. That's going to bring up 3rd and 23 from the 44. And that's going to bring up 4th and 20. Wow, nope, maybe not. Up to the 43. That's going to bring up 4th and 11. And the field goal unit's out there for a 60-yard attempt. And that's going to, it's short.
There we go. Fix that. 18. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. They gonna need some therapy. I don't know. 54. Mike 54. Let's go.
That's to Hayden Hurst. Enough for a first down up to the 32. Bring up 1st and 10 from the 32. It's going to be a handoff to Myles Gaskin. Myles Gaskin's going to take it up to 29 for a gain of 3. And that's going to bring up 2nd and 7 from the 29. Just over 3 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter. Watson's going to look to throw. He's going to roll out. He's going to throw. And that pass is incomplete. I cannot tell who that was intended for. Whoever was the receiver, Hayden Hurst. Coming up 3rd and 7. Watson looking to throw. That pass is complete. And he's going to be down at the 24. It's going to bring up 4th and 3. And the field goal unit's out there for a 41-yard attempt. The kick is up. And it's good. And the Texans take a 17-0 lead. And we're going to return it. And we're going to be down at the 23.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
1st and 10 now from the 23. 2:20 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Kirk Cousins looking to throw. The 2-yard check down to Kyle Pitts. Up to the 24 for a gain of 1. That's 2nd and 9. Wasn't even 2 yards. 2nd and 9 from the 24. Kirk Cousins. That pass is complete to Kyle Pitts up to the 34 for a gain of 10 and a 1st down. Kyle Pitts on the reception. 1st and 10 from the 34. It's a handoff to Melvin Gordon. And he's going to take it up to the 36 for a gain of 2. That's bring up 2nd and 8 from the 36. It's going to be another handoff to Gordon. He's going to go nowhere. Even though Melvin Gordon is 7 for 12, averaging under 2 yards a carry, let's just keep giving him the ball. Why not? Cousins rolling out, and he's going to go down with the sack. That is Brayton, and that's going to bring up 4th and 21. And even though we're going to drop to 2 and 6 after this, no, we're going for it on 4th and 21. This is the game right here. Cousins looking. He's going deep. That pass, of course, incomplete.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
1st and 10 now from the 23. And we are officially going to drop to 2 and 6, by the way. There's no way in hell we come back and win this game from how we've been playing. There is a penalty. That's probably going to be face mask.
Holding offense.
It's holding on the offense, actually. That's Hayden Hurst. We're going to drop to 2-6, and that's going to be our season over, even though we will still be able to make the playoffs at 2-6, and if we win out and all that. We're just not going to, because that's how the Falcons team is, apparently. We're one of the best teams in the league, talent-wise, but we can't do anything. Gaskin loses yards in the play. I don't know. 3rd and 20. 33. And there's a penalty. It's going to be false start on the offense. That is, we're not going to see. 3rd and 25 now. We might see a pass. They might try and get in field goal range. It is. Play action to Watson. And that pass is complete up to the 36. For a gain of 2. Bring up 4th and 23 from the 36. Field goal is out there. Kick is up. And it's good. Texans take a 20-0 lead. Now returning it. Never mind. They're going to elect to not return it. It's George Claiborne. First and 10 now from the 25. Kirk Cousins looking. Overthrows Calvin Ridley. Of course he does. Second and 10 from the 25. Cousins looking. And he is going to just throw the ball away, avoiding the sack somehow. 3rd and 10 now. You can see these fans. You're, what, a year and a half now removed from the Super Bowl, and you guys have nothing to show from it. Cousins nearly intercepted. And that's going to bring up 4th and 10. And obviously the offense is going to go for it, and obviously they are not going to convert it. Cousins, wow, he actually converted it up to the 35. That is Calvin Ridley. 1st and 10 now from the 35. Cousins, he's going to lose the ball. Recovering it is an offensive lineman. Bring up 2nd and 26. 2nd and 26 from the 19-yard line. That pass is going to be complete up to 26 for a gain of 7. That's Derek Gore. 3rd and 19 now from the 26. That pass is complete up to 31. Let's bring up 4th and 14. I don't know why Kirk Cousins is just checking the ball down when we need to get a first down. 4th and 14. Here comes the 2-yard check down. Never mind. Hail Mary off the back foot. And that pass is intercepted. That is Ronnie Harrison Jr. with the interception. You can hear how disappointed this fan base is. 1st and 10 now from the 26. It's going to be a handoff to Gaskin. At this point, we're just hoping for Keandre Jones' death story. I don't know if we have it. 2nd and 9. Watson. Going to roll out. And he's going to go down for sack. That's Jalen Phillips sacking him. That's 3rd and 18 now. And the Texans are in true clock now. 3rd and 18. Watson looking. He's going to throw. And that pass is incomplete. Bring up 4th and 18. With 2:26 left to go. And the punt is away. And they're going to elect to return it. And he's going to be at the 33. And that is where the Falcons will start with 2:19 left to go, down 20. At this point, you're probably just hoping for points. 1st and 10 now. That pass complete to Kyle Pitts up to the 36. To gain a 3. And that's going to take us to a 2-minute warning. Second and 7 now from the 36. 2 minutes left to go.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Kirk Cousins takes a snap. He's going to look. Fires. And that's going to be complete up to the 42. That's going to bring up 3rd and 1 from the 42. Cousins looking. The quick throw. Going to be complete. That's Marquise Brown up to the 44. It's enough for a first down. No huddle by the Falcons. Cousins looking. Throwing. Nearly intercepted. Intended for Derek Gore. To be 2nd and 10 now. Cousins. That pass is complete to Kyle Pitts, maybe. Calvin Ridley, I don't know. Up to the 44. They're going to say Calvin Ridley. Cousins looking to throw. That pass is complete to Calvin Ridley. Up to the 37. No huddle. 2nd and 3 now from the 37. Overthrows Calvin Ridley, like always. That's going to bring up 3rd and 3 now from the 37. Minute 9 remaining. Cousins going to take a snap. Overthrows his man once again. And I can safely say Kirk Cousins is benched after this game. We are going to elect to start Cam Newton as 4th and 3. That pass is complete to Kyle Pitts. Up to 23. It's me enough for a first down with 59 seconds left. Cousins looking. Pass complete to Calvin Ridley. He's going to take it up to the 18. And Ezra Cleveland is going to get injured on the play. That definitely ends our season then. Cousins looking to throw on 2nd and 4. Back of the end zone. That's a touchdown to Kyle Pitts. If you think that's going to save your job, you're just wrong. And the Falcons are now only down 13 points with 2 timeouts and a bit with 50 seconds left. And the onside kick. And that is recovered by John Ross. Now the Texans just need a first down and the game's over. We see a man in motion. It's going to be a handoff to Gaskin. There's the first down. And that is game. There's the kneel down. Timeout Falcons. I don't know why you're taking the timeout. Jump forward, end the game. And that's going to do it. Let's look at the stats. Kirk Cousins, 26 for 41. 241. 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Deshaun Watson, 60 for 19. 167, 2 touchdowns. Rushing wise, Myles Gaskin with 12 for 46. Melvin Gordon, 7 for 12. Deshaun Watson, 2 for -2. Demetrius Keys, 1 for -4. Steve Wesley, 1 for 8. Kyle Pitts, 11 for 104 and a touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 8 for 85. Hayden Hurst, 4 for 39. Paris Campbell, 4 for 51. Derek Gore, 4 for 41. Brandon Cooks, 3 for 40 and a touchdown. John Ross, 2 for 14. Myles Gaskin, 2 for 21 and a touchdown. Nico Collins, 1 for 2. Marquise Brown, 1 for 2. Steve Wesley, 1 for 6. Melvin Gordon, 1 for 3. Blocking, 2 sacks allowed by Matt Hennessy, 1 by Chris Lindstrom and Ezra Cleveland. Morgan Moses and Aaron Pemberton. 2 sacks for Ross Blacklock, 1 for Gerald Brayton, Derek Barnett, Jalen Phillips, Ronnie Harrison, Charles Omenihu. Interception for Ronnie Harrison. Kicking, Matt Amendola was 2 for 3. Young Cooper was 0 for 1. Both sides were perfect on extra points. Tommy Townsend was 2 for 97, 48.5 average. Preston Garvin 2 for 92, 46 running average. Kick return, Trave Travion Williams was 1 for 18. George Claiborne 4 for 65. John Ross 1 for 1. Punt return, George Claiborne was 2 for 1. Derek Gore is the only one with an upgrade. As we that's a dub. That's a good news. And Kirk Cousins, I hope you enjoy staying down there. Can we release you? It would free. We're just gonna release Kirk Cousins, honestly. That does give us a roster spot. So we'll go to adjust lineup. And we're going to bring Cody Swain to the actual roster. And that also does mean we can sign a free agent to a practice squad deal. Practice squad eligible. We could do Carl Price. He seems pretty solid. It's only receivers, apparently. Tutu Atwell, Dwayne Eskridge, Joshua Palmer, Zach McPherson, Patrick Jones, Marco Wilson, Divine Diablo, Trey McKitty, Brendan James. I think we're gonna. No, we're not. We're gonna bring in Stone Forsyth or Jack Walsh. Does Jack Walsh have a dev? No, he doesn't. I think we're gonna bring in Jack Walsh. Rookie out of, I believe it said Virginia Tech. Quickly make sure I actually did do that. And didn't actually sign him to the actual. We did. While we're here, Josh Waddle, we're going to give you a pass protector if you want to make this roster. You're going to have to be a good pass protector, people. We have 2 left tackles on the roster now, but honestly, probably for the best that we just have guys on the practice squad. Because it means we have a higher chance, you know, of. And who got injured? Ezra Cleveland did. He seems to be fine. He is still starting, so I'd assume the injury was just put him out for the game. That's clutch for us. We do have a player to upgrade. It's Keandre Jones. We're going to manually upgrade him. We want you to be power. And we have another one. We might as well do power again. He's now a 72 overall. He is no longer has any oh wow, we can do it again. Alright. Let's keep going up, baby. Power rusher. We still have 2 more. And okay, now I was gonna say, did the game just freeze? Power rusher, you're up to a 64, and let's get you up to a 65. You're now playing up to you're a 72 overall now. You're 25, you have star dev. We're probably going to look to bring you back, not because of star dev, but just because you seem to be a key player nonetheless. I guess we held him to like under 250 total yards, offensive yards, so that's good. Week 10, we played the Carolina Panthers. We dropped to 2-6. They are going to be 5-4. They're still leading the division. And it says short week, so I'd assume that means we're playing on Thursday night football. We are probably going to watch weeks 10 through 12, and then after that, we'll kind of have an idea. So, where's schedule at? In terms of schedule, if we go to team schedule, we are probably going to watch Panthers game because it's division rivalry, Saints game, division rivalry, and the Vikings game because of Chris Horn. Sad for the Vikings, they are not going to get to see their former quarterback play. Well, they might, but not on the Falcons, that's for damn sure. Depends on how we do after these 3 games. If we'll watch the Seahawks, we'll watch the Buccaneers, and then after the Buccaneers game, we'll probably watch the Lions game, just because it will be the last game of the season. So, basic guarantees, Panthers, Saints, Vikings, Buccaneers, and I wouldn't say Lions is guaranteed, but it's more than likely going to get watched because it will be the last game of the season. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I did. I'm just going to quickly, off camera, view some contracts from some key players, quarterbacks, because I read a 2020 draft class. So, guys like Joe Burrow, Tua Tagovailoa, Justin Herbert, Jalen Hurts, Jordan Love, all those guys will be free agents, assuming, they don't get re-signed. But we do have Noah Iguodala returning. That is going to be huge. Saquon Hampton, I believe, played solid. Probably not starter worthy. And Larry Mabry, I don't know. He's going to get to return. Larry Mabry. Saquon Hampton, I wouldn't say he's a starter caliber, but he's definitely a quality backup. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I did not. I did enjoy. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.